What's up, y'all? It's your boy RJ. Welcome to Driplinetv. Like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. Yeah, I'm trying to get these subscribers up, man. You know what I'm saying? Showing y'all love, bringing y'all good content and things like that. Today, I'm telling y'all about the first time I ever had to buy a car. So the first stop in the story, I just embarked on this job. It was a merchandiser job. So I was happy about my job. I was making some decent money and I was like, yeah. So I'm driving a family car around and then I realized, wait a minute, this is not going to cut it. I'm sharing this car, but this job requires me to have my own car and just be where I need to be when I need to be there. So next thing I know, I was like, all right, I'm on a car hunt. First time in my life. And so I was 24. So first time in my life, I'm on a car hunt and, I'm just riding around. And so I've always been like a spontaneous, optimistic, random person. So I'm like, you know what? There's really no blueprint to success. So let's see. So I rode around, looked at a few car lots. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Then I seen one and it was shaped like a big, red barn. And I'm just like, okay. And I pulled up and what drew my eye was everything was shining on there. But I already knew I wanted a Pontiac Grand Prix. A Pontiac Grand Prix. Now, I wasn't too familiar with the cars, but I saw a few of them on the lots. So I was like, I could see myself riding in a Pontiac Grand Prix. That's my style. Like, that looked good with me, you know what I'm saying? And how I carry myself and who I am. So this lot had one. And I'm just like, let me go check it out. So I get up there. I walk in there, and once again, I'm spontaneous, I'm random, I'm optimistic, I'm flexible. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Young RJ in the building. Okay, so I go into the lot, and then I pull up. And then, I got a little experience, my family members, like my moms and my grandfather and people like that in my life, I used to watch. And I seen how they hit the car lots, and how they deal with the salesmen, because these salesmen, they can get aggressive. They can get real grimy and they can get disrespectful. They're going to try to infiltrate your mind, and they're going to try to play games. So I walked in there kind of firm, stern, not being a butthead or anything like that. So I was just like, yeah, man, I like that one right there. I like that car right there. So I tell them what I like, and then yeah, man, So they were kind of cool, but then at the same time, I kind of felt some suspicion. So it was just like, yeah, man, yeah, right there, man, yeah. That's a nice one. I was like, yeah, I like it, man. That Pontiac's clean. So it was like a teal green, I believe, Pontiac with the sunroof, 4-door leather seats, fully loaded, nice chrome rims with the thick black racing tires. I said, bro, this is it. This is it right here, man. So, I go in there and I sign paperwork and I sign it up. Bow, 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 bow. I hear the numbers and I'm like, in my thought process, as long as I got a job, I can pay this off. It's nothing, right? So, they give me all these different rules that I'm just like, I'm so happy about the car. I'm not paying attention to what the guy's actually saying. I am, but I'm not. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with it later. I'm going to go back to work. And then next thing you know, I'm going to come back, deal with y'all. And then I'm going to make these payments, right? So it's like, that's what was transpiring in my mind. So then I get, back into my neighborhood, and then some of the older folks that I knew in the neighborhood and some of the OGs and stuff, we get around them. So I'm with my family, I'm with them, and then we get to talking. Then, one of my older bros, he pulled up and he was like, nah. He was like, nah, baby. He was like, this ain't it. So I'm like, what you mean this ain't it? I was like, nah, like, man, I did this on my own. Like, it's a good deal. Then they start asking me questions. So I'm just like, okay. So then now I'm going back over the information that was talked about at the lot when I signed the paperwork, when I got the car, I got the keys rolling off the lot. So, that deal it didn't help me with my credit. And it was one to where, it was like under the table credit financing and stuff. And then the guy on top of that, he gonna tell me, well, you got to take this thing to Best Buy, electronical store, that you guys may be familiar with. And he was like, you got to take it over here and you got to get this contraption installed in it. So I want you to drive it over there, and then I want you to tell them in the back that, hey, we need this installed. You need this installed. And so he's telling me to do this stuff when I was signing that paper. So once again, I'm just so happy. I'm just so green, and I'm just like, man, like, dude. So that was pretty much a GPS tracking device that they put on the car. So if you are a millisecond when making that payment, wherever you're at, they have a button on the desk to where they just click and they'll hit the button, right? So I'm just like, I'm telling folks that, people older than me, people that's been around, and we all decide that this is not the deal. So I had 30 days to get that car back to the lot. It didn't even last a week. I think it lasted like maybe 8 days or something like that. And I take it back, and I literally, I go in there, and I had some reinforcements. I ain't gonna say too much, but I had some, calm, cool, collective reinforcements. And when I pull the car in to the lot, I'm like, man. And I'm mad because this is not the deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not helping me build my credit. The payment was it wasn't too high. I think I was paying, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I think I was paying about maybe $400 per month for that car starting. And then the interest rate was ridiculous. So I wasn't really paying attention to the interest rate and the car payment and how much the car was. I think I paid $10K for the car. And so I'm thinking this was my deal. But next thing I know, my family and folks, that was guiding me, they took me back to the lot, and they was like, this ain't it. And I was like, check the body of the car. It had some damage. It had like rust at the bottom. So it had came from a different state and things like that. And so I just didn't know these things. I didn't know the body frame of the car was kind of loose, like they had did something on the undercarriage, but it was still clean when you look at it from right in front of you. Like, man, I want that. So I go in there, and then I got to go in the office and re-sign papers. The guy was mad. The guy, he was pissed. And so when I came in there, I said, I'm always nice, green thumb and stuff. I'm just like, all right. And he's just like, the dude looks at me. He's like, all right, here you go. Here's the paperwork. I need you to sign here. I need you to sign there. And I need you to sign here. And I said, all right. And he was just like, all right, thank you. Have a good day. And he said, you leave the keys right there. So I was looking, and I'm just like, man, I really got some choice words for this guy, but I was out of bounds in the first place. This is my first time buying a car, my first lot that I went to by myself, and this is the outcome. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I did good, but then it was just the technicalities, the GPS tracking system, the non-credit building, situation. Things like that, it's just weird. It's like, I can't be out in public and then out of nowhere somebody decide to cut my car off because they coming to get it. I can't do that, even though I wouldn't be negligent on my payments. See what I'm saying? So that's what that was, y'all. That was my first time buying a car experience. And there's more detail in there. And I might double back, in the reels and things, and then put more, ins and outs on the situation. But that was the first time that your boy attempted to buy a car on my journey to get a car for that new job that I acquired, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Y'all stay tuned for more. Driplinetv, Young RJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe. Show your boy love. I'm out here trying to win. I ain't trying to lose. I'm trying to get a bag, and I'm never trying to snooze.